Welcome, welcome, welcome. Prayers for Israel, prayers for the world, prayers for everyone. Walk in beauty, walk in beauty. Mm. Hi, Mike. Miss you too. How have you been doing? How have you been? Hope you've been well. I want to tell a story. Mhm. I want to tell a story, and it's going to be for what, for people. Now, listen, here's the thing. Chicken Winner, I did see you accuse me of being Nitty's baby's mom in your room. I was blocked, so you couldn't say anything. So. And I left anyway after. But point is, I'm not Nitty's baby's mom. That's fucking weird to me that that these people run with, that says truth. That says truth. They don't know me at all. Then, like, if they think that I would run around with a troll account, I'd tell you if it was me, but I wouldn't call it Nitty's baby's mom. I'm Stelladora, but there is also a form of Stelladora that, you know, I'll point it out if I ever see it again. Uh, my apologies this morning. You were blocked from my channel. I didn't, I'm sorry, I gone and unblocked you, and I had only gone in your channel last night for, I don't know, say hello, talk. You guys were talking about people being able to get along in the community. Somebody said, no, that'll never happen. I feel like it could get happen. I feel like it could. You know, I mean, people, you say that I've lied about you, or I've lied, or I'm a liar. I'm not a liar. You know? And I wasn't. I mean, have I said bad things to people? Oh yeah. Nobody's perfect. I see everybody getting that. You're right. Nobody is. I believe that is true. Right. I'm all about positivity, laughing, yucking it up. I really am. But I found that saying people should treat people as they'd like to be treated, that doesn't that's not applicable, because sometimes people, I've heard you use the word entertainment, right? I've heard others use, you know, I love drama. Some people have said, I like a good look, whatever the case may be. We all handle things different. So the way you treat somebody, if that's the way you like to be treated, maybe somebody else doesn't like to be treated that way. So it doesn't really work, you know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things in life. I think it's just, you gotta try to be tolerant. And on YouTube, or any social media, it's really hard because, I mean, if people don't notice that they come to my live streams but won't talk and won't admit to themselves that it's because they know they'll get harassed, you know what? Some of them could be blocked. I don't know. Maybe a mod went around blocking people from my channel. Maybe I blocked you and forgot. I don't remember everything, but I've got to remind myself to check to see if it is on my end. Because recently it was with, and I even think with e-beggars too. Yeah, and chosen one community. You know, people don't remember everything. I always think, oh, I wouldn't have blocked them, but then I don't know what the discussion was, or if somebody, trust me, mods can do that. Mods can go back and do things in the live stream. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying it was my mistake. I apologize. um, I was behind in the audio, so some of the things that I after watch, after the live stream, I was couldn't my this phone sucks, man. Really does. 4G, but it's still just schools and schools. It's not gonna make good. But whatever it is, what it is, that take what you can get. You know. Thing is, though, I know you're aware that nobody talks to me here, and I know that you're aware of your, role in because of your community post that I didn't see. Survivor Girls, all alone over there. But it's entertaining. I don't know the exact quote of it. And then you accuse me of being a troll, and I wasn't. You're partaking in it. How can you not pretend that you're not? I mean, how can you pretend? I hadn't even said shit about Bruno Lee in your live stream last night. I didn't say shit about Bruno Lee. Nothing. But you tie me out, so nobody can see what I said. Nobody can see what I said. All my comments are done. I got some shit, man. The night that all those troll accounts went in there, and the one was like acting like a dick to No BS, and then No BS put a community post, and SG's trying to say it wasn't her. That's just so coincidental that you unmodded your mods that night. Like deep inside, people know, and whatever. That's whenever it is what it is. Like as for thick skin, I think I've displayed some pretty thick skin on here. Yeah, you guys are like, oh, she's raging and pissing and moaning. I'm really not. I'm learning about people. Gross. Yeah, gross. It's just fucking gross. It really is. You know why? When they're, saying, well, you harassed this person's kid and that person's kid, but they all skip over what they did to me and my daughter and my family. Because it's one of two things. I'm thinking it's probably the worst thing. Probably the worst thing is probably that they're still in their active, aggressive campaign of trying to make somebody who, while, going through cancer. So, when Izzy goes, why do you, who has cancer and doesn't get support? Exactly, bitch. I'll tell you who doesn't. Somebody who had Jersey with Jules and Vern and Chosen One and others running around saying I was fraudulent even to this day and running the racket. and then making people think I had a victim mentality, harassing my kid, whether she's adult or not, uh, digging through my stuff, and when you weren't able to find anything, literally changing a respectable young lady, productive citizen in community, in her community, a good kid, and she grew to be a good adult. You fuckers literally tried to destroy all the hard work that kid, my kid, had put into her life. You tried to destroy my integrity, thinking, look, she'll die on social media, the World Wide Web, looking like a scammer, broke. She won't get any, even at the end. And you know what? And at the end of the day, people who might have wanted to take compassion to me or whatever, and thought, gee, I do totally see this woman who, like say things have gone worse, right? Gone worse, gone worse, gone worse. And that person was like sitting there saying, but I can't do it because I see what they do to everybody else, so I can't do it. And, there I go. Maybe having a fucking live stream on my deathbed with just a bunch of fucking assholes maybe saying, will you die already? Like, I don't know how many of you have convinced yourself that it wasn't cancer or that cancer for me doesn't matter and that that's okay. That's sick, though. 20 people at 5 p.m. so determined to try to convince somebody fighting a second bout with cancer, okay? Prepared to meet their maker. Actively now. Chicken Winner, you're going to Bible study, but you put up a fucking community post. I didn't even know you would put it up. I go into your live stream not even knowing that you would put that up. I didn't even know. You had been in my live stream the night before going, thanks for the laughs. We were all laughing and yucking it up and stuff. I had no clue you put that fucking community post up. Even though you tagged me in it, I just didn't know. I didn't know. Just like I didn't know that it was your daughter. I'm sorry, I actually don't spend my life on YouTube. I don't care who does. But I didn't know. Now you'll say, she's lying. No, I didn't. You can go over your life saying people are lying, you know. But here's the thing. God is in every one of us. So every time you sit there, and I'm not saying that I haven't been rotten to people, my brethren, right? That now I'm saying God is in them. So I guess there um, so funny. Look at that. Somebody typed that thinking that I am not certain that even though I don't know who you are, God does. The only sad part about it is when he does fucking, smite you or do whatever, or whatever miserable life you're living in. I can't try to help you for that because you stay hidden. Something about, that's Bobby Ramos too, probably. Probably Bobby Ramos, I would say. I'm going to guess Bobby Ramos by the writing. What a shame. I really, really thought she was my friend too, man. I really did. Like, I haven't even said anything. Like, and they keep going. I'm not saying I haven't said anything. I'm saying I haven't. Like, this woman still goes on and on and on up until like yesterday, and like, and whatever, man. God, everything she does is to fucking like be detrimental to somebody, like because they're okay with their behavior. That's fine. Be okay with your behavior. But I'm not okay with it being directed at me and mine. And like I said, I'm just, gonna say that that's Smitty's new channel. That is, are you sure? Hi, Nobias. Is it? You know what you should do, Nobias? You should. Your video last night was really good. Like, and I'm not saying about like in a personal sense of who it was about or whatever, but it was like, those videos they do where they're trying to teach people about different behaviors in people. That's what it was like. And it was really, really good, the breakdown of it. Like, and it's not even using anybody's voice particularly. So you could even make it like that character is speaking like that and be breaking it down. Like, that was just so good and really informative. It was informative. That's the word I'm trying to use. So informative. It was just like a video about a personality disorder. Because, you were absolutely like right that there is people who they go around, they say that, and those words were said. But there is, people in life, they go around and they say things that are so opposite to. I saw somebody saying, I'm a loyal friend and I won't be in live streams where they're hurting my friend. But their live streams or their friends' live streams are hurting other people. So, where I can appreciate somebody not wanting to be in a live stream where they're hurting their friend, I'm confused with why they wouldn't be able to recognize the other people that are being hurt by their friend as, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like they should leave their friend or anything, but I just always thought if somebody can recognize that their friend is hurt, they should be able to recognize if their friend is looking like they're not too hurt and trying to hurt other people too. And I'm not gonna say that, you know, I've been seeing Jules going around doing a lot of fucking little handiwork stuff now. Thing with Jules too, what's strange and what strikes me about Jules, yeah, and isolating too. And isolating too. Like, I saw Chicken Winner last night accuse me of being Nitty's baby's mama. They're not anybody's troll. I've been seeing my landlords going around. Isn't that crazy? My landlords. Now, I know that came from Sharon's camp. I'm sorry, it did. That came from Sharon's camp. You know, it did. Sharon, I believe, a lot of the trolls too, they're always all supporting Sharon. They're always supportive of Sharon. But the fact that Janelle hearted a comment called E-Blog's Dead Dad talking about being a PDD, hearted, not removed it, hearted it. And E-Bag had put that nice video up, and she hearted it, man. Almost heartbreaking. Sad. It seems like it's just like almost. Well, do you think that the problem is really with the No, it's not just this community, no BS. Jules goes to communities that are even fucking worse. And Jules be sitting in there. She used to tag them and stuff. Jules is a part of fucking. She's malicious. No, I think anybody, a lot of people would do stuff for a buck. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a lot of people in this community that will do things inadvertently. Maybe they don't even realize it. Somebody once told me a lot of people don't realize when they start becoming toxic because they're hanging out with, toxic people. Yeah, so, I mean, they don't realize. I don't mind, you know, I don't know. I just find it hard to believe people have live streams and stuff about me going to the fair, trying to break down the cost of going to the fair and shit. It's like that's so weird, you know? Like, my God, let somebody just go to the fair. Like, geez, oh Pete, you know? What do you think about this whole Israel thing? It's so scary, isn't it? I don't know. I suppose by now somebody may think that, oh, SG must like it because, she keeps coming back to the lives, to do lives. And I keep sitting here thinking to myself, you're right, I do like doing live streams and I do like being able to talk to people and stuff like that. And I think to myself, what's weird to me is that they like sitting at 518 and not saying anything. And then there's people who are kind to me behind the scenes and they won't say anything. I appreciate you talking to me, no BS, right now. Thank you. I know it's real difficult for some people to talk to me, but people are just at work and everything like that. And I get it, but then if that's the case, say 25 people uh, at 5:20, right? Didn't um some are at work, but then isn't it weird that they would sit at, I don't know, no BS, have you ever heard of the phrase hate watching until like social media? Like when there was TV and we would watch a show, would you watch a show that you hated or listen to a song that you hated? I'm gonna hate watch this show so that these, actors on this show know that I'm hating it. No, that would have brought their viewers up. Yeah, hate watching. Like, I grew up in the era where you would just be given the Nelson ratings, higher views for that show. It would get a better time slot. These people are in the mindset of now that normal people are allowed, to use YouTube so that they can, chat and stuff. They're in the mindset of, yeah, but it's not about that for me. No, yeah, no, it's not about that. It's like I appreciate you like talking to me because if you weren't talking to me, look around right now, nobody would be talking, right? There's people who like you, and right now while you're here, they won't talk to you. Isn't that weird? They'll talk to you when you leave here, but not while you're here. Now, you were saying that you do like, personality disorder. Isn't that weird? Isn't it? It's so weird. No, it's not that. It's that. To me, it's an obvious. It's not like, look at it like not me and you. Look at it as if it's not me and you. And you were looking at something going on, like you had to determine what kind of a personality disorder people who hate watch people this long. Like, I've been on for 26 minutes and it hasn't gone down, you know what I'm saying? Not like they looked at it and said, oh, I don't like what this person's saying, I'm going to go. It's like they're interested and they say people do it for the views, but it's not about the views. And they know that because that's why they'll do it to people who it's not about the views, I guess, because you know what I'm saying? What kind of disorder would it be that they would take time from themselves to sit there and watch somebody like that they hate? That's so weird, that term, hate watching. I've heard it amongst them, hate watching. Even the term, like, there's a lot of new terms I'm being, introduced to with social media. It's crazy. I'll be like, I don't even know, you know what I mean? Oh, content, like, even that's even bad. You know what I mean? Like, wow. I think I'm pretty boring right now. I do. I'm pretty boring, you know? And they'll go, oh, she should do trivia. I could try trivia. Half the people, they won't even answer anyway. And I don't get to partake in the trivia of anywhere. I'm blocked, like I was, uh, oh, really? Yeah, but you're funny. Most of those people aren't even funny, you know? What'd you think of my church talk? Did you not like it? Yeah, I sometimes think I'm funnier than I am. Issue. It sucks though, because you want to like, it's like you have to walk on eggshells. But that's, you've been really smart keeping your identity hidden. Really smart. I don't even know. I don't care who you are. You know what I mean? To me, you're just no BS. I don't know. Whatever. Cracks me up. The face on your cat in the avatar cracks me up too, man. He's fucking funny, that cat. You didn't see it? My latest video. See, I'm not in the algorithm. That's because I'm telling you, fucking back when I was doing, chemo vlogs, like cancer journey chemo vlogs, just some woman in the hospital getting chemotherapy, they would make certain that if I got, say if I had 7 thumbs up, that I'd have 8 thumbs down. And then if somebody made it 8 thumbs up, they'd make certain that there were 9 thumbs down. Somebody actually took the time to do that. Actually took, before my video would even be did the thumbs up down. They made certain. As soon as somebody would put a thumbs up, they'd put a thumbs down. Crazy? That is crazy. Well, you know that you could go to another chat. They're a bummer because, hey, same, I could say the same about the people watching. I mean, you could have came in and contributed something fun. No, it's not a short. It's a video. Not a live either. It's not like long. I liked it. I laughed at it. Shana, did you see my, okay, bye. Glad I could talk you down from that. Shana. That was so funny. Funny people. That's funny, bummer. That even the same fucking one that came in before. Oh, yeah, that. Is that really nitty? Is that really nitty? That's so crazy. Is it really? Shanae. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Oh, it's Creepy Campbell building stuff. I know, he was fucking stalking the other night. Screaming at those people. And then he kept trying to, like, creep up on people and get a video. I thought he was dealing squares, so I found out they were cigarettes. He said drug dealing is a job. And that he would, oh my god, you know what else he said, no BS? That he would sell rocks off the ground. He would sell rocks off the ground to people. Ain't that some shit? Weird how he was down there right on check day. And they tried, then he was like, you know how he's like, always, you know, it's the white people holding back his people and this, that, and the other thing, right? Right? He tried to get another black person. First, he lied and said he was gonna give him something for free, like as if it was, you know. And then he gets there, and I don't know, talking weird, whatever. I think he was hiding his phone so he could get an interview without giving the guy the $5. But anyway, he tried to get the guy to give him $60 for something he didn't even have. Like, and then he watches, you know, I mean, like, what the fuck, dude? Like, and he said he would steal, you know, somebody's set, like, I guess, like, they were warm somewhere and he wasn't or something. He'd steal what they had, you know, like, yeah, 60 to lend him 20. That's what he wanted, 60 to lend him 20. Yeah. another black person, even though, like, then he wanted to take his card. Yep, he would strong arm someone before he was on the street. Absolutely. Before he would get a job, even. Yeah, but it's senior housing. I mean, it's so weird how, you know, those people, you know, like, I don't know, it was creeping me out when he said something about rubbing, I don't know, something weird. But I was so stupid, right? First of all, like, I don't know where the city lines of Detroit are. So he was next to a sign, and he said, no, I said, I'm so stupid because my eyes are bad. Give me a break. And I was like looking at it. I'm thinking to myself, he's not even, he's not even in Detroit. Look, look, see, he's somewhere. It ends with OIT. Turns out it's Detroit. and he's and he's selling squares down there. What are squares? He said they were the most addictive thing to him. What are those? He's out there dealing squares. I'm sorry. I'm just not. Guess I'm not all that bright. Oh my god! But he was all mad at those people, and the guy said, "Look, you're making me nervous." Yeah, I know. I've learned that now. No BS. I was all fired up. This man's a square dealer. Guess it's me that's a square. I don't know everything, okay? Yeah, he was talking about, and he's out there fucking like strong arming people. It's so crazy. It really is. How's your day been, Novia? I wasn't even mentioning prudently though last night in that live stream. All right, but I was re-listening to Chicken Winter's video, and I heard her saying about when they had put her. No, I know, no BS. I know. That when they had put her place, I guess where she lived, she was saying something like that, but not the number or whatever. And because of the things they had been saying about her, that brings in for her feeling unsafe. So I guess, because what she had been saying, when I brought it up, I was kind of just, not it wasn't about prudently. I was just saying about how they go around and they throw the word PEDO all around. Because they did the same thing to me too, with the address and on what's up, be putting those like PSA announcements throughout people's live streams. If you know somebody in this town, like he puts my town and shit, and who's a pedo, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I can relate to her feeling unsafe. You know, anybody who comes in my room gets accused of it. Netbid, e-baggers, chemist Chaz. It's what's up doing it. You know, but I saw Bob's community post where she's talking about what's up, and I don't know. She goes into detail, way more detail. I don't know, way more detail than than I even know about what's up. Like to me, what's up is a W. You know, that's all I know about him. I think he lives in Michigan because he says that. But as for him saying he's got a minor daughter, I don't know anything about that. He never talks about like himself or anything. Um, but I recently saw Bobble's community post where it looked like she knew stuff about him. Now that's the thing, is like I don't know these people's names. I don't try to get to know their names. You know, I don't try to get their names. I don't. I'm certain that if you would ask KFC how she got me and Sharon's address to call the police to both of our places in the same week, I'm gonna guess from Bobbles. Now I'm not going at Bobbles right now, but what I'm saying is when Bobbles was doing her coloring and her law and crime stuff as of recently, she was not talking about Sharon. So I can't remember exactly whose community post it was, or like a comment somewhere, where they were talking about Bobbles partaking in it now again, right? But she had stopped. At the risk of nobody being in her live stream, she was doing the coloring. She was, trying something different. Sharon wouldn't stop. On the flip side, on the flip side, the damage has been done to Sharon. Sharon had her channel. I'm not changing my stance on anything I have witnessed. I'm not like that. The net, she'll turn around and say, SG is the one who's been trolling me, even though she knows that isn't true. Not that she's saying it now. I'm just saying that's what she did when she turned, you know? And she'll flip her whole story around. And that, when I saw that, I'm not good with that. But I don't change my stance on, because I do believe things change and, things go on. But Sharon was not bullying when she started her channel. Secular played a role in stirring up the strife. I do believe Chosen One plays a role. Somehow, some way, I do believe he does. Because behind the scenes, a lot of the channel creators get emails, disgusting Gmails from different troll accounts, different accounts. A while ago, a long time ago, it was Janice Dickinson, it would be. And I'll tell you, consistently, I don't know about anybody else, but consistently, the CC'd account on there is chosen one. So that's weird to me. That's weird. But I don't get as many as I used to. But I do believe that when new creators come in, they definitely do. But there is one person that I see asking for people's emails all the time and saying, and I'll reach out to you and tell you who you should stay. This is not recently they haven't been doing it, but they're still around, stirring up strife, and that's Jules. Jules. And the channels that she goes to outside of this community are more dangerous and dramatic than this one. Jules, recently I saw a comment to Bobble on her community post. And Jules, she goes to these, God, where they're always fighting. I hate to even say that the names of them, because the ones that were harassing Malibu and stuff, like the community where Malibu is in, that kind of those places where the community that harass Malibu. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, but yeah, Jules, for somebody who's so mentally frail, as she says, yeah, big time, bad ones too, and she'll be there. She's right in there in the conversation and everything. I don't say anything ever because I'm always so shocked that she's there. I'm like, oh wow, man, jeez, oh Pete, look at her, and she's just there, like in places where, man, and she was tagging people that, like, for me, I'd be like, that person's like Beetlejuice. I wouldn't even say their name, where she's just, but people don't see it in her. They don't see it because she's got one of those voices that's, you know what? Nobody in life, is mentally frail. Oh, even nobody is mentally frail here. Could be right. You could be right. Although, that particular community, they do have some lives that have been ended because of what they did. That's the one that draws us. Not they did particularly, but because of what occurred. Not, I'm not saying any one person, even though I have my opinions, but like I said, I don't speak any names because it's too dangerous. Too dangerous, man. Because they do have, you know, it's bad. Just bad. Bad. Bad, 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 bad. I try not to, I don't want to cause any bumps in the road with anybody, really. I was just going to do a cancer flag, but Jules, she went around a month later telling everybody I had a Munchausen syndrome and was running a racket. And I don't care how many times she'll say, I wasn't talking about, yes, you were, Jules. She literally had a live stream called No Mention of the Lone Survivor 1 month after I was diagnosed. And chosen one was kicking people out. Was kicking people out when if they came and left a supportive comment or anything. Was kicking people, and that's the place where I knew people from, because that's the only place I went. I didn't know these people, you know. I just went to chosen one. But so if any of the people from his channel would like leave any kind of nice comment, he'd make a fool of them right in his live stream publicly. I think that terrible people, man. But that PEDO word is being thrown around far too much. Far too much. Thing is, though, the stuff in the past, we can't really rewind it and redo it. So people gotta be allowed to like move on in their life. And I see. I'm sorry, I do see Sharon constantly, constantly bringing up everything. Like if somebody has, shot off at the mouth, and then they felt like, oh, I don't even like that I said that, so they take down their stuff. They take it down, right? It's sure to be Sharon who'll sit there going, let me play it. It's like, come on, man. If it had nothing to do with you, then why are you, like even when she did, the weird thing when she did commentary on Izzy's video, did she even like do the part where she did anything on Sharon? Like, I always gotta wonder, are half these people friends behind the scenes or something? I really don't even know, because it's so weird. Like, I don't get it. They weren't supporting them, now they are. Now they're not, now they are. I'm like so confused. Did you draw that cat? Do you draw the pictures in your videos? Right, but you don't have to trust people. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like giving your neighbor who lives next door to you, like, maybe you don't even know him or anything, but you live next door, to them, and peacefully. You don't like be like, oh, you came outside wearing your curlers, so you don't like take a picture of them and then start, putting it up around the neighborhood saying, look, they came outside in their curlers, and say, well, you did it, so you're fair game. You know, you don't do that. You just, live and let live. It's like these people are, and sometimes they want to call it a community, and then at other times they don't want to act like it's a community at all. Nobody has to attack somebody because they told their story. Like they all say, well, if you told, yeah, well, okay, if you told your story, but if somebody dug through your Facebook or ran your name and this and that because you were their friend and now you're using their information against them or something, then that's not them sharing that information with you. That's you digging shit up, man. Like, to me, that's a definite violation of privacy. And anybody that's looking at it saying, why are you putting this person's, kids, or this person's parents' obituary up, or this, that, and the other thing? Like, I never asked for Keisha's mother's uh, death certificate. I never asked for that. The hell would I ask for that for? That's not even my business. I mean, but they put it up, and it's like, why would you even put that? I just can't even wrap my head around that I'm accused of asking for that. Why would I want your mother's death certificate? I mean, what happened was a big thing happened with this GMA. I don't even know them really, but I had seen them around the community, but I don't see them anymore. And I was having a live stream trying to do something something else. And then GMA came in talking about they had lost their parent from cancer. So, of course, and T, she's never in my live stream, usually was there. So I was like, oh, that's terrible. And Sharon was going, I didn't end my live stream to come here and do this. This is a troll. Move on, move on. And I knew this is a setup. This is a fucking setup, man. This is a setup. Because I couldn't go either way. It was like I didn't know what I wanted to. So I mean, basically, I ended up just ending my live stream after it just became sharing on this is stupid, this is a troll, and I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh my god, I'm just ending the live stream, and then you know Sharon made a video. I was drunk. I was drunk. I buzz, and uh, and then next time, for some reason, then T said, "Can I come up on your panel?" And she did, and she started to, talking about her mom, and I was like, really, emotional too. So I got a little emotional, sad, And then she said, "Oh, I have to go. This is going to upset me." And then it was, how I was bullying her about her mom. And so I fake cried or whatever. And I didn't show enough support to GMA. Like, it just became then I wasn't showing support and I wasn't a real survivor. You know, Peach wasn't going to call me survivor because I mean, I don't even know, like, what I ever did to the woman, really. I even said, I understood the sentence came out fast because I was, like, saying, I said, but I wasn't even talking about your mother. It was, I was just saying somebody else, showing somebody's mother's death certificate. You know, I wasn't talking about her mother's death certificate or anything like that. Next thing, there it is. SG demanded to see it. I didn't demand to see Gracie's PET scan. I didn't demand to see that. But I did take offense to Bama saying me being bald, hooked up to chemotherapy in a hospital wasn't proof of her going around saying I only had 3 chemo treatments. I don't know her. I mean, I didn't demand a free proof for Bama. It's not the point that of believing you or not. The point is, why are you being so mean? That's the point. Like, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe me. But why are you being so mean? Like, oh, because you've been mean and then you deny it. Well, I'm not going to sit there and say, I'm not going to keep fucking, why every fucking day is what I'm saying. Why can't people just wish each other the best, man? But people can't talk in here because then what's meant goes around and calls people pedos. And that's just terrible. You shouldn't be allowed to be a mod in people's channels and doing that kind of stuff. And channel owners hearting comments of their dead relatives. That's gross. It clearly says Ebeg's dead dad, and it's hearted. That is so sad. That is so sad. How is it hearted? Hi, Mr. Sam. How is it hearted? Mwah. How's it hearted? It means it was read. Yes, I am. Are you? I hope you're having a good day, too. I hope your wife is good as well. I cannot comprehend. Where did I say that? It wasn't her I was talking about. It was Mosaic Mama. And I apologized to Tish because it did come out very fast. Nope, it was Mosaic Mama. But if you have it, show it. It came out really fast. It was Mosaic after she said something about one-titted freaks. But what? I'm lying? You have proof of that. I've already apologized to Tish, like that very next day when I listened back and heard how it sounded, because it came out real fast. I already apologized, but that apology, I guess, was just not even ever acknowledged. But for somebody to say you're not a real survivor, I just don't even know. But whatever. But here's the thing. You know that there was a video made. Public video. Out and out lying to have Maddie kicked out into the cold from McDonald's, right? Or Burger King. Burger King. I think it was Burger King. I don't watch Maddie often, but I did see one little second, I think. Oh, and I saw Keisha's, video of apparently, when I'd like to see the rest of the short anyway, the one about Maddie. But I do feel that way, that it was kind of a little ignorant with her, but of Maddie. Uh, but here's the thing. I've taken up for Maddie, and I've been at times disgusted by Maddie, but I don't watch Maddie much, you know what I'm saying? But I will tell you what was disgusting was a bunch of people who had a home, didn't know her situation with her dad, didn't know if she was being, they just don't know her situation, who sat there and tortured the shit out of that girl. Tortured the shit out of her. One being your person who you're in here, accusing me, saying I'm lying, yet you have no issue with, you know, somebody who has no issue with publicly lying to get a homeless person kicked out of a restaurant, and then the next day counting $100 bills on their cozy bed in their cozy house. Lying, saying they were in the restaurant and watched her drop a hypodermic needle out on the floor. And they were there. No second thought. Next thing, there's like some videos, Maddie's cold. Maddie's cold out there. All for content. Lied. You know how hard it is saying, this person's such a nice person deep inside when you know that person's not a nice fucking person, man. They called and lied purposely to make a video of somebody being kicked out into the cold. But I've seen loads of people. You're wonderful. You're wonderful. SG is evil. Well, yeah, I guess SG is evil if she thinks that she witnessed something evil a while ago and always had that in her head. I'm sorry, I thought it was disgusting. I watched Jules do it to Maddie, too. And it became content. Connie the lie. Maddie crying. Cold. Connie going, sure is warm in here. Connie be sniffing through her entire live stream, but God forbid if I was crying, I smell like that. Oh, fuck, man, shit. Oh, I can't even take a sip of anything. Okay, Shannon. Gotta ask yourself. Now, others can have drama live streams. Now, this is a drama live stream. I don't think it is, but why were 30 people not speak? Who are they afraid of? It's not me, because I don't think the people stuff. Who are you afraid of, man? Nobody's left. It's not like they're like going, oh, she sucks, I'm going to leave. They're literally using their precious time to sit here.